Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness, it is snowing like crazy outside. I cannot get over it. I thought it was supposed to stop at about noon today. I'm looking at my clock over here and realizing, I don't know. I think the forecast is off a little bit. So we'll see how long this snow goes. We are actually heading down to a dance competition in the Detroit area tomorrow for Lily's first competition of the year. It's in like all day, just on one day. Usually it kind of spans like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So typically I'd be like, planning to pick her up from school and even like heading down tonight. So we're actually really lucky because she is homesick again today. She was homesick yesterday. I kind of did like a, as a precautionary measure because she's been like going like crazy. And I thought, well, if she just stays home, this was yesterday, get some good rest. Hi, Kim, how are you? My hope was that, that she'd rest all day yesterday and then be feeling better. So she tried to go to school this morning and called me at about 9:30, and now her stomach isn't feeling very good either. So I'm just basically praying that by tonight or tomorrow morning she is feeling better, because it's a long day tomorrow to travel down there and do all of her dances, and you're in this auditorium with a bunch of other kids that potentially aren't feeling that great either. So I'm getting like drained just thinking. So anyway, just say a prayer for Lil that she starts feeling better so that she can, because she's dizzy too. That's the other thing is, oh my gosh, how are you going to dance if you feel dizzy? Like, ugh, that doesn't seem like a good combination, right? So, hi Nikki, how are you this morning? Well, I guess it's not morning. I don't know. It kind of feels like it. I guess because it's so like snowy. Oh, the one good thing though, I was thinking, okay, so since it's like totally like a whiteout right now, we're not going to have to move the table today, ladies. You know how usually I'm always like dragging the table all over the place. Well, not going to have to do that today because there's not any sun right now. So I guess that's one good thing for the snow, right? So what else is going on? Oh, okay, you guys are maybe kind of going to laugh about this. So my son Cade, who's playing basketball on the freshman basketball team, and they've had their one loss to Fowlerville, was the team that they lost to. Well, it turns out, what is she saying? Hi, Nikki, still morning for me. Yeah, I know, I hear you. It's before noon. Yeah, good morning. So anyway, on Monday or I can't even say. Anyway, whatever. Monday or Tuesday next week, they are playing a team. They're playing Ionia that apparently beat the Fowlerville team by like 5 points. So here I am in my like mom mind thinking, okay, we can get some redemption, because maybe if we beat Ionia, then it's almost like we beat Fowlerville, or maybe we're like tied up or something. So anyway, that's going to be a big game for us next week. So I'll keep you posted on how that goes. But that's, like I said, their only loss. They've been playing really well together as a team too, which is really fun to see, because it's, I hope, only going to build from there. So what else is going on? Actually, I am going to jump right in. And okay, so do you guys remember from last Friday's Facebook Live video? We had the Pearl Basic Jewels that I was going to give away to anybody that commented or shared this video. And I'm going to keep on doing that because you guys have had a ton of fun with that. And I have had even more fun seeing everybody sharing. What's really cool is when you share, don't just share it. Say a little something about it, because that might kind of entice people, to watch it too, because that's the idea. Obviously, I'm hoping you guys help me get the word out there about the stamp studio and everything that we do on these Facebook Live videos. So share the video, and then also commenting. I love to see your comments. And if you have questions, that's a comment too. So put those on there as well. So we are going to do the drawing. I went through, like I do every Thursday night, prepping for this. I've got my little basket here with a whole bunch of names inside for everybody that commented and shared this video. And let's see. Now, the kind of funny thing is, I think I've been doing this is like my third week. Wendy Drowley has won like the past 2 drawings. Now, I know her name is in here because she has commented, on the video. So we'll see if Wendy's going to be lucky for a 3rd week in a row. But we've got lots of names in here, so let's see. All right, here we go. I'm shaking all around. Let me get one. I keep getting one and then I drop it. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's Rosa. I always do this and I'm like, can you guys even, I look at it later. Yeah, I think you can see that, right? Rosa Ramirez. So Rosa is the lucky winner of the pearls. So I'm gonna put these right over here so I don't lose them. Okay, so now this week I have another fun thing that I wanna give away. These are, and I'm not even gonna open them. They look like they're, oh, that's funny. They're like packaged upside down. So the label, this is the right way. Okay, who cares? So these are the metallic enamel shapes. Can you see them, all the glittery, shiny? So they come in circles, like a couple different sizes of circles, and then they're hearts and stars. But what you maybe can't tell is, well, these are gold. Hopefully you can tell that. But there are silver. There's another sheet of silver ones behind them. So the gold and silver metallic enamel shapes. Good morning, Amy Jo. How are you? So this week, anytime between now and next Thursday, if you comment or share the video, your name goes in the drawing to win these metallic enamel shapes. So woohoo! I love, oh my gosh, there are so many things to give away. Like it's the whole, like, every night or every Thursday night, I guess, as I'm prepping for this, I'm like, what am I gonna give away this week? So I love giving you guys this stuff. So oh, well, yeah, I see a thumbs up. I wasn't sure who it was. So yeah, thumbs up. Yep, I know. I love giving good stuff away. So, all right, I'm scooting all that right out of the way, trying to keep myself organized, which is the constant struggle, right? Okay, so let's see what else. Oh, Rosa, you just joined. Guess what? You won the pearls. I just drew your name, so you don't even have to like rewind and rewatch. So I will have the pearls for you down at the stamp studio. I know you're going to be coming to class this week, so I'll have them down for you then. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. So woo! I'm excited for you. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I would like to welcome our newest Inkspired Stamper. Her name is June Nestle. I think that's how you say her last name. She actually joined under Nancy Gulick, who is in my downline also. So she's considered what's called like a second level. Like Nancy bought the starter kit through me, so she's in my first level. And then June bought the kit through Nancy, so she is in my second level. And then Nancy is what's considered her direct upline. And then I'll be after that. So anyway, I just wanted to say welcome and congratulations to June for getting that awesome starter kit deal. You guys have heard me talk every single week about that, so I'm not even going to go into it anymore. If you have any questions on the starter kit deal, let me know. It's good for the rest of February and for all of March. So if you're still thinking, you know, not sure, let me know. But ask me any questions that you have, because it is the best deal ever. Every single Sale-a-Bration, they always have like the best starter kit deal ever. So don't wait until April 1st, because then that starter kit deal, it's still a good deal, but it's not as good as it is right now. So okay, so anyway, so welcome to June to our Inkspired Stampers group. And just so you guys know, and I think I have mentioned this, but once you buy the starter kit, you can share it with friends. I would do it immediately, honestly, because then there are extra benefits. You are considered a demonstrator when you buy the starter kit. That's just like what we're all called. You can decide what you want to do with it. But if you share that awesome deal with friends like Nancy did, now Nancy is going to receive one catalog product valued up to $25 just for sharing the starter kit deal with her friend June. Okay, if she finds a second person to share the starter kit deal with, she gets another catalog product valued up to $25. So that's two of them, plus 15,000 flex points, which that's kind of like a system that they have for, you know, sales and recruiting and leadership and all of these different kind of components. But when you get flex points, then you can redeem them for lots of stuff. Most people like to redeem them for free product. And I think $15,000 or 15,000 flex points is worth like $100 in free product. So get the starter kit, find two friends to get the starter kit through you, and you're gonna get like, well, that would be $150 in free product too, basically, because you get those two products at $25 each plus another 15,000 flex points. So it's like a no-brainer, right? It's awesome. Best time of the year to purchase that starter kit and share it with other people also. So here I didn't even tell you about the deal, right? I'm not gonna do that, but sorry, I just can't stop talking about this stuff because people need to know, because it's not gonna be available in April and I don't want you to miss out. Oh, and then the other thing with Sale-a-Bration, they have starting February 15th. So it's actually next Thursday, these products will be available. There are 4 new products, Sale-a-Bration products, so free with that $50 order. There are 2 stamp sets. There is 1 embossing folder, and then there is a pack of kind of a specialty designer series paper. So I will, let's see, will I have brochures? I hope I will. I'll have to figure that out because I actually don't have the products yet. I'm working on getting them. So anyway, we'll be playing with those throughout the rest of Sale-a-Bration, so you'll be able to see those as well. So just so you know that though, you can, I don't think you could look right now, but starting on Thursday, you could hop online and be able to see those new Sale-a-Bration items. But, you know, honestly, maybe you haven't even gotten everything out of the original Sale-a-Bration brochure. So get those right now, and then in the meantime, I'll get everything and be able to share it with you too. So know that those there are out there though, okay? Oh, the other thing, and I'm trying not to, you know, basically it is what it is. The Fast Fuse deal that they ran, it must be because they didn't put any limits on ordering. So some people must have just bought like hundreds of Fast Fuse to get that deal where you buy 1 Fast Fuse and get 2 Fast Fuse refills. If you were on the on our Facebook group yesterday, I posted that I was gonna order because yesterday, like, it was supposed to be a 5-day long deal. I think Rosa, you're the one that said that you got on at 8 o'clock in the morning to order and it had already sold out. And they gave us some numbers that, if I remember correctly, the way I read it, you know, however many thousands of these Fast Fuse that we sell in a year, we sold more than that in like the first hour of the promotion. So it was absolutely insane how quickly, I mean, they really thought they had enough supply, you know, to at least, you know, if they're going to run it for 5 days, they had to think they had enough to last at least, you know, a good part of those 5 days. So I think it's kind of mind-blowing how quickly it sold out. So I am sorry because I thought, because I waited too long because they did this deal last fall, I think, and I waited too long to get it then. And I just assumed a lot of people had already gotten the deal. I don't know. I wasn't able to put the order in until like lunchtime yesterday, and by the time I got to do it, it wasn't available any longer. So I'm sorry about that. Like I said, I'm trying not to make a big deal because obviously it's awesome for Stampin' Up! For all those people that got that awesome deal. It's just kind of a bummer that that there wasn't more available. So it is what it is, okay? So let's see, what else? Oh, okay, well, I had been hoping to draw for the Lots of Lavender stamp set. That was the stamp set that I was giving away with an online order last week through Wednesday, but there weren't any orders. Hi, Lindsay, how are you? So bummer, I wish I could give that away. But this week I am going to be drawing, and I'll give you more info on it, but the drawing for an order is going to be, can you guys see? And I'm going to show you, maybe I'll even show you right now. This is the Epic Celebrations stamp set. So this is another, well, Epic Celebrations Sale-a-Bration stamp set. Can you see that? Lots of fun images, just some different images in there, not the pretty floral whatever, you know, that we all love, right? But it's, you know, just some kind of different images. So this is a stamp set I'm going to give away to anyone, or your name goes in the drawing if you put in an online order this week of at least $30. And that's between now and next Wednesday at midnight, okay? And like I said, I'll show you in a couple minutes. I've got some projects. I like to move the camera down because otherwise if I try to show you a card right now, it's like backwards. I think it looks kind of funny. So give me a second, I'll show you that. I just want to give a quick update about what is happening down at the Stamp Studio this month, basically. So coming up next week on Wednesday, good morning, Sally, how are you? Next week on Wednesday, which is February 14th, the Simple Beautiful card class runs anytime from 4 until 9 p.m. and the following Friday, February 16th, from 1 until 3 p.m. Then we have our group gathering that is always the third Tuesday of every month. So did I write those dates down? I did not. I think it might be the 20th. I think that sounds right. Yep, the group gathering is on the 20th at 7 p.m. And then we also have Scrapbook Class at the very end of the month. It is typically the last Tuesday of the month, but that is Cade's very last basketball game. And I kind of put an email out to everybody that's in the Scrapbook Club and some of the other people that come regularly. And they said, yeah, it's okay if we move it to Wednesday. So just for February, Scrapbook Class is going to be on Wednesday, February 28th instead of Tuesday. So if you want to join me for any of those classes or for a group gathering, there's more information on my blog at gatheringinkspiration.com. There's a link there to click on events, and then you can get all the details, so I don't have to tell you guys about everything on the live video. But, you know, you get the idea, right? Let's see, what else? Oh, I want to... Let's see, how do I want to do this? I want to tell you guys about the masculine Stamp-a-Stack class because I think I kind of mentioned it last week and I want to give some more details. I'm going to wait until I put the camera down because I want you guys to be able to see things. So, gosh, I feel like maybe we are ready to do that. Yeah, let's do it, okay? So turn your eyes away for just a sec and then I'm going to show you all these awesome things that I have to share with you today, okay? So bear with me just a moment. Okay. Get this thing in my little clamp and then I'm going to switch. All right. I think that looks good. It looks like it's focused, right? Okay, so let me try to stay on track here. Where am I at? Let's talk about that masculine Stamp-a-Stack class. So it is on Tuesday, February 6th, March, not February, because that's already happened. Tuesday, March 6th is going to be the True Gentleman Masculine Stamp-a-Stack class. So it is featuring everything in terms of product that is in the True Gentleman suite. And this is on pages 44 and 45 of the Occasions catalog. So let me find my notes because I wrote this. Yeah, I've got them right here. Okay, so we are going to make 12 cards. We're going to make 4 different ones, then we're going to make 3 of each of those 4 cards, okay? The class is going to include, and I'm going to try to show you this, the what is it called? The True Gentleman Designer Series paper. That is this paper right here. Actually, I'm going to flip this. I think that might be easier. And then it's also going to include the True Gentleman buttons, which are right there. There are 3 different versions of the buttons. And it's going to include that awesome Night of Navy corduroy ribbon. Okay, so that class for the 12 cards and the product, which is, again, the Designer Series paper, the buttons, and the ribbon, that class is $40 for that Stamp-a-Stack option. Now, what happened when I posted that class, oh, Sally says, sign me up. Okay, well, Sally, hold on, because there are a couple of other options, so you tell me which one you want. Because after I announced this class, then I had people asking, is the stamp set included in class? And it's not right now, but I thought, okay, if people are interested, let's get some pricing out for that as well. So this class, if you would like to get the truly tailored stamp set that we will be using at class, so I'll have my stamp set there, right? But if you would like to get that stamp set included with your class as well, so you'll get the stamp set, you'll get the Designer Series paper, you'll get the buttons and the ribbon, and all 12 cards in the class. That class fee is $63. The best part about that is it gets you to a point where you can pick a free Sale-a-Bration item also, okay? Then there's one more option because there is this awesome tailored tag punch. Can you guys see that right there? So I thought, maybe somebody's going to want the bundle with the stamp set and the punch, and then you get the full pack of the Designer Series paper, the buttons, and the Night of Navy ribbon. Plus you get that free Sale-a-Bration choice, and that one is $80. So I know that sounds kind of pricey, but if you think about it, you are getting almost all of the product on this page in that Stamp-a-Stack class. Plus you're going to get those 4 cards that then you'll have everything that you need to make more of them if you like those cards, or at least have kind of a starting point. And there are tons of other ideas on Pinterest. Plus last week in Facebook Live video, I showed you a bunch of other swaps that I received. So those would be other ideas as well. So let me know if you have any questions on that and which option you would like to sign up for. I do need RSVP and prepayment by Friday, February 23rd, because then I need to order everything and then get it all cut and prepped for class on March 6th, on that Tuesday. Okay? So awesome, awesome class. We can never have enough manly cards, right? Because generally I don't make very many of them. Okay, so we got that covered. What else? Oh, I know. While I'm kind of on a roll, I'm going to show you, because I just got my next class to go. All designed, and I actually did a YouTube video. So if you if you search Gathering Inkspiration on YouTube, you'll find me on there, and then subscribe to that, because then if you ever miss a Facebook Live video, you can always catch them there. And then you'll also be able to get any of the other videos that I do where I demonstrate how to make projects, and then I also put my to-go class videos on there too. So let me grab those details and I'll tell you about that class too. As that is another awesome class. I will try, I'm just going to go through everything. But if you miss it, it might be easier to watch it on Facebook or on the YouTube video, because it's just like 5 or 6 minutes long. But this next class that I'm offering to go, so this is not something that I'm doing live in the studio. It's only something that you can either get mailed to you or you can pick it up when it's ready at the studio. So it is the Sweet Soiree class to go, and it features this Cake Soiree stamp set. So this is it's a clear mount stamp set that I'm offering. We could do wood mount. I just have to get you a little bit of a different price on that, because those are a little bit more expensive. But it's an 18-piece stamp set, so it's a huge stamp set. It also is featuring the Sweet Cake framelets. Okay, so these are a bunch of dies that you'll use to cut images out from the stamp set. And then we are going to make 4 different cards. So I'm going to show you these cards now. So there's this card, and you're going to make 2 of each of these, so you end up with 8 cards altogether. Okay, so there's one. There's the, oops, move that little guy over there. I think this would be a great wedding or a birthday card, whatever you need it to be. And then here's the 3rd card. And again, we're making 2 of each of these. And then there is the 4th card. It also features that awesome, the designer series paper. What is it called? I think it's the Sweet Soiree specialty designer series paper. Okay. So again, 4 cards and then 2 of each of them, so 8 cards, stamp set, and framelets. That is the first option that I'm offering, where you get all of this. Plus you get the PDF tutorial and all the parts and pieces. So I cut your paper, I do your die cutting. You have to do your own stamping. That's the one thing Stampin' Up! Does not allow in these class to go kits, is for me to do the stamping. So you need the stamp set. If you don't have it, then definitely pick one of the first couple of options so you get the stamp set, okay? The framelets, I am going to die cut everything for you, and then you'll have to do your stamping in there. That's why I'm offering for you to get the framelets too, because sometimes it's a little bit easier to stamp and then die cut than use the die cuts I send you and stamp on them. But that's totally up to you. It is doable, so just know that, okay? So option number 1 is $82. It includes the stamp set, the framelets, all 8 cards, and the PDF tutorial that tells you step-by-step how to make everything, okay? If you do not want to get the framelets, the Sweet Cake framelets, just the stamp set, all 8 cards, and the PDF tutorial, that is option number 2, and that is $52, okay? Option number 3 is if you already own the Cake Soiree stamp set, so you don't need this. You already have it, so you'll be able to do your own stamping all on your own already. What you are going to get, oh, I did bring it. Okay, good. You do get a bolt of our Whisper White organza ribbon that you can see. I used some on that card and a bunch on that card. So that beautiful ribbon, you are going to get a bolt of that ribbon with option number 3. Again, you get all 8 cards, 2 of each of these 4 cards, and the PDF tutorial. You do not get the stamp set though, right? So don't get option number 3 if you don't already have the stamp set. That is $26 for option number 3. Option number 4 is if you just want the PDF tutorial. That one is $15. And then option number 5 is for anybody that's in my downline, any of the Inkspired Stampers, you get the make and take packet, so all 8 of these cards at a significant savings because you're in my downline. I want you to be able to order like the stamp set and framelits under your own demo ID so you can get your discount. So that is $12 for anybody that's in my downline. And if you're not in my downline, buy the starter kit, and you will be, and then you can always get these class to go kits, the make and takes and the PDF tutorial at a great savings. So something to think about. This class to go, I do need RSVPs by Friday, February 23rd, so I can get everything ordered and cut and prepped. I need RSVP actually and prepayment. Expected shipping date of these kits is March 7th, okay? So that is going to be an awesome class for you this month. All right. Let me know if anybody has any questions, but like I said, I did a YouTube video on that gives you all the same information, and then I'll include the link here if you would like to purchase any of those options, and then also on the YouTube video, the link is right there as well to purchase any of the options 1 through 5 on there also, okay? All right, I'm moving stuff out of the way. So I think I have to check my notes. I'm still right here, but bear with me just a sec. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Let's do that now while I'm looking at my notes because I'm showing you everything about all these classes. I think this is what I want to do next. Yep, I did that. Yes, let's do this. Okay, so you guys know I always talk about my scrapbook class, and this is one thing I was thinking, will I ever demonstrate? I don't know if I will actually like demonstrate a scrapbook page because it might take too long, but I want to show you guys because people are curious. So this, I'm trying to see if I don't think I can get that all in the view, so I'm going to kind of slide up and down a little bit. But last month in January, this was one of the pages that we made that features a bunch of it's the Valentine Suite. Isn't that funny how I've already forgotten the name of it? I can't think right now. But this was one of the pages. So it features that awesome, can you guys see the stamp set and the framelits and that really pretty organza ribbon that we used on those other cards, and then more of the designer series paper. So that's one of the pages. Let me move that one out of the way. And then the coordinating page was this guy right here. So can you see kind of top to bottom there? I love this designer series paper. It's funny because I think I was telling you guys last week that I went to an event down in Lansing, kind of a leadership training or a convention, and there was a whole table that used all of these products. It was just this awesome Valentine display, and it makes me just only want to make Valentines because they were all so cute. That's some of that really fun gold tinsel trim, if you guys can see that in there also. Okay, so that is the 2-page coordinating spread, right? Those two right there. And then we made a 3rd page, and that's what we do. We always make 3 pages every single month. So we made this cute, like chubby panda that says love you, right? With some of that Bubbles and Fizz designer series paper, and that this is the Sale-a-Bration ribbon, like the shimmer ribbon. Can you guys see? That's the basic gray, if I can get that in the right light, right? So then so those were the 3 pages that I just showed you that we made in January. So then in February, we're going to make the other half of this layout, right? So this is 1 page, so we'll make the other page, and then another 2-page spread. So, because I was trying to explain that, and I feel like maybe I didn't do a good job. So that's the idea. You'll get the second half of this spread, and then another 2-page spread in February. So I just wanted to show you guys those pages because I have a ton of fun, putting those pages together because it's a great way to show, especially the designer series paper because it's such a big you know, surface to show that on. So, all right, let me grab my sip of water. All right, so is everybody shoveled out from the snow? It actually looks like it's getting a little bit, it's not coming down quite as heavy. It's beautiful out though, you know. If you are a photographer, it might be a fun time to go out and get some pretty pictures. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I know what we're going to show you next is, so I mentioned that leadership training that I went to. And we made a whole, so part of it is training, and then part of our training is the make and takes that we get to make. So I'm going to show you those projects now. So this is some of that Whisper White organza ribbon, the cute little panda with one of the hearts, and then the little love you. That stamp is in the panda set. And then I think this is that black and white, oh, it's like a petal. I can't think of the name of it, but it's in the Occasions catalog, the black and white designer series paper. And it's like just a little treat pocket kind of a thing that you could slip something inside of, you know, probably like a candy treat. And I'm thinking like, well, even those little sweethearts, you know, like a little package of those would fit in there very nicely. So that was one of the projects that we made. And let me see, I want to show you guys the next. This is from the Sale-a-Bration brochure. So can you see in teeny tiny that amazing framelit? This one says celebrate, amazing, and you, right? And we did, let me show you the card because it's such a cute one too. You guys like that? Oh my gosh, I love, so that's some of the Bubbles and Fizz Designer Series paper, some of the awesome Tutti Frutti sequins. So these are adhesive back, so you just peel them off of the sheet and put them right on your card. So they're really easy to work with. And then there is that amazing framelit. I love, somebody else loves that too. Yep, I love it also. So it says simply amazing with some of that glimmer paper that is in the Occasions catalog. My throat is always so dry in these. Maybe this summer I won't be coughing, hopefully. So anyway, this glimmer paper is in the Occasions catalog. It's on the pages with, I think it's called the Myths and Magic suite. All right, one more sip. And this time you guys are gonna laugh because I like have my little candy cane and I broke it up into little pieces. These will all be gone. So I'm grabbing another candy cane too, excuse me. Because I feel like that little mint is just kind of helping soothe my throat. So yeah, so I was talking about the glimmer paper that's in the Occasions catalog. And then this is some of, can you guys see that? The lemon lime twist striped ribbon that's part of the Tutti Frutti suite, along with those sequins are in the Tutti Frutti suite too. So it's simple, yeah, it's so pretty. Okay. The next thing I want to show you, and I have to flip in here, I hope I haven't gone too far, because I think, oh no, good. Okay, so the next set of cards that we made actually feature a couple of products. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, so they feature this perennial birthday stamp set that is on page 16 in our Occasions catalog. And then they also feature the Tutti Frutti note cards that are one of the Sale-a-Bration items that you can get for free with that $50 order. So let me show you these guys. Because once you see, so what we actually did, or they did for us, can you tell, can you guys see the detail? This is actually the card base itself. So it's this right here, that piece right there. They just cut it into strips and used it like a designer series paper. So then this is a Calypso Coral, just a regular cardstock base. And then we cut up the card itself and made it into designer series paper, and then used this cute perennial birthday stamp set with sponge daubers. That's all we did, was we took a sponge dauber, inked it up, and then just kind of daubed it inside there, and then another one with, that's probably Parapizzazz, and that's Calypso Coral. And then of course with some of that Calypso Coral shimmer ribbon. So isn't that so cute and simple? Basically, if you were to order the perennial birthday stamp set, And then maybe you need some of the cardstock or ink or the doilies, but then it would get you those Tutti Frutti cards and envelopes too. So then that'd be really fun because then you could use this card and then put the envelope that coordinates with it right in there as well. And then here's another one with another little doily using that happy birthday from the Perennial Birthday stamp set. Another piece of the Tutti Frutti card base that they just cut and made into designer series paper. And then more of the little Tutti Frutti sequins with some shimmer ribbon, or not ribbon. Well, this is the shimmer ribbon, the basic gray shimmer ribbon, right? And then this is, what is that? The Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper with another little doily. So another really cute one. And then here's another one. So they used more of that card base as designer series paper. We stamped on it, added some more sequins, and then I love that flower and more like a little sponge dauber. I hadn't really thought to do that, so I really am enjoying kind of the effect of that too. And what else? More of our glimmer paper there too. And then here's the last one that kind of coordinates. And this was really fun because everybody got to the table to make this and we all thought this was designer series paper, but it's not. We actually created our own designer series paper using that stamp in black right there, and then the little polka dots we stamped all over the place in lemon lime twist ink. And then again, another one of the Tutti Frutti card bases, more of the Tutti Frutti sequins. And then this is actually lemon lime twist glimmer paper that is again in that Myths and Magic. It's the one that has like the dragons and the mermaids. There's a pack of design, or not designer series paper, but glimmer paper in there also. And then more of that lemon lime twist striped ribbon, and I love that. So I just think these cards are so cute. So kind of a fun alternative, right, to making, you could actually do this same idea with the card bases and then just add these extras on top. But I thought that was a fun use of the card bases to basically turn them into designer series paper too. So those were more projects that we made. I think I can scoot this guy out of the way for now. What else? Oh, okay. So I'm going to just show you all of these out on the table at once because they all feature, this is the Happy Wishes Sale-a-Bration stamp set. So this is the stamp set that is free with a $100 purchase. That little red starburst shows the $100 freebie item. Yay, these are very pretty, aren't they? Okay, so this is one of them with more of that basic gray shimmer ribbon. And then we just used our new Stampin' Blends markers to kind of color in with the, also, what is that? The Scattered Sequins Embossing folder. That's that one. Now this one was funny because we had to fussy cut around this that says the best wishes. And then this is some of, I think it's the Petal Passion designer series paper. And again, we colored it in with our Stampin' Blends markers, colored a little bit in here, and then more with that Whisper White Organza ribbon. So these projects were just all so beautiful. Then this one, isn't this cool? So we've got some of, this is like an 1/8 inch ribbon, the shimmer ribbon, the Bermuda Bay shimmer ribbon. Just did our stamping there. And then the fun part was this paper right here, again, is that Petal Passion, the black and white designer series paper that's in the Occasions catalog. And then we just took our Stampin' Blend marker and we colored all of these flowers in, which really was not difficult because if you go outside of the lines, it just goes onto the black and you can't even tell. So you didn't have to be super careful. I wouldn't necessarily like cover the whole thing because you'd use a ton of ink too, but it really was kind of created a nice effect. And then we've also got some of the Bermuda Bay shimmer, glimmer. I'm getting shimmer and glimmer. Bermuda Bay glimmer paper there also. So those were a couple of other projects that we made. We did a ton of stamping and then just a ton of learning also too. Okay, so then the last 3 projects. Oop, hold on. Let me see if I can find. Well, you know what? It's in the Sale-a-Bration. So these feature the Bubbles and Fizz designer series paper. But they also, and of course Stampin' Up! Did this on purpose, right? They also feature, I think it's the Bubble Over. Oh, I should have marked the page. Where is it? Oh, here's that glimmer paper though that I keep talking about. So it comes in iridescent light green that I think looks like lemon lime twist, and they're calling it turquoise, but I think it looks like Bermuda Bay. So that's that glimmer paper. That's why I'm doing this. So when I run across other things, I can show you those too, right? Oh, here it is. Okay. So the other thing that these 3 make and takes feature is the bubble over stamp set and the bottles and bubbles framelits. And those are all on page 32 of the Occasions catalog, okay? And you can see some cute projects that they've made there, and actually right here as well, right? Okay, so these are the projects that we actually made in our make and takes. So this is a fun one, and this is actually designer series paper, but then the larger bottle framelit right there fits perfectly. See, it's this, you can't really tell, but it's that paper right there. Those framelits fit perfectly on the bottles, so we were able to cut that out. And then the cute little bubbles, those little stamps right there with more of the Tutti Frutti sequins, and then the Bubbles and Fizz Designer Series paper along the bottom. Okay. More of the Bubbles and Fizz Designer Series paper. I love this ribbon, the Tutti Frutti, the Lemon Lime Twist. These are the Tutti Frutti sequins. This one says, "Your kindness is most refreshing." That's pretty cute, huh? And then the bottle with the little star on it. And then the last one, here's another manly card, right? It says, "Have a birthday brew." So if you don't drink beer, you could probably pick another option there too. But I thought this was kind of fun that they used some of the wood grain paper that's in our annual catalog. More of the Bubbles and Fizz Designer Series paper. And then these bottles, so we stamped one fully, and then when you stamp it, some of the ink comes off, and then this is kind of what's left, so that's stamping off. So then this one, we had to stamp it on a scratch piece of paper and then write on there to kind of get that lighter effect on that one. So those were very cool too. So we just did, like I said, we did a ton of stamping, but we also learn a bunch too. And so this was kind of more of what they call like a leadership event. So if you have people in your downline and you're kind of trying to help them maybe grow their business or just, meet their minimum even, that's what this event was for. But we also have another event. So these are all right in Lansing and run by Rhonda Wade, who is one of the top demonstrators in Stampin' Up. So she has a ton of great information to share. So they're available to anybody in my downline, anybody in the Inkspired Stampers group. The other event, though, that she does is called Creative Convention. And that there's definitely some kind of sharing and learning and business aspect to it also, but there's even more stamping and make and takes. So if you liked those projects that I just showed you, you might be interested in coming with us. The next creative convention isn't until August, so later this summer, but I'm trying to get the word out there because it's really fun to go with a group of people. Sunday, Ostrander and I went, this was just last weekend, and we had a great time, but imagine if we had a whole group of us, how much fun that would be. So I would love to get as many of us together to go as would like to do that. But you do need to have bought the starter kit. You do need to be what's called the demonstrator. So just buy the starter kit during Sale-a-Bration, and then you can come with us in August and do lots and lots of stamping because I'm blown away. So she'll have, I think we had, 80 or 90 people there, and you saw all of the make and takes that we made. She cuts and preps. Now she has helpers that help her, but still that's a ton of designing all those projects and then cutting and prepping for all of those people to make all of those projects. So it's pretty impressive and just a great learning event too. So like I said, I'd love to have anyone that's interested join us in August. Okay. Now I am going to show you, I've got a couple of projects that I am going to demonstrate for us. I feel like I'm keep worrying that I missed something, but I don't think I've got all my notes here and I've kind of been trying to glance at them. So I think we are good to go. So just as a reminder, this is the part where I tell you guys, where did my stamp set go? Yep, right here. Okay. So I'm going to show you the projects that I'm going to demonstrate in just a minute. But if you put in at least a $30 order online, just go to my blog, go to gatheringinkspiration.com, and there's a link to shop online. Make sure you grab the host code over on the right hand side toolbar when you go to my blog. Then hop on to do the link to shop online. Put at least a $30 order in by Wednesday at midnight. You're going to get the projects that I'm going to demonstrate in just a minute, and your name is entered into the drawing to win the Epic Celebration stamp set. Actually, the host code is right here too. That's so funny. So if you forget this though, this host code, the CH6SW4MQ, if you don't want to go back through the Facebook Live video to find that, just go to gatheringinkspiration.com, and on the right-hand side toolbar is that host code. Every single month, the host code is right there. If you are so inclined to bump your order up to $50, you always get a free embellishment from me. And then right now, because of Sale-a-Bration, you get to pick a Sale-a-Bration choice too. So that's kind of the sweet spot. If you're going to put an order in, you know, bump it up to 50 because you get the projects I demonstrate. Your name goes in the drawing to win this stamp set. You always get a free embellishment from me, and you get a Sale-a-Bration choice. So like, it's a ton of free stuff just for a $50 order. So very, very exciting. All right, so I think I am ready. I'm going to find my grid paper is totally buried underneath everything else I just showed you. So let me see if I can pull it out here. Okay, I'm going to scoot that guy up there for now. Okay, so you guys want to see what I'm going to show you today? I'm trying to get this lined up. It bugs me when it's not lined up. All right, so which one do I want to do first? Okay, well, I just showed you all of those cute bottles and things, so let me show you those. Okay, I got to get all my stuff out here. So this is the card that I'm going to demonstrate, and then this is one of the projects that you'll get for free with your $50 or not, your $30 online order. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so let's get all of these things out here. All my supplies so I can show you guys everything. I think the mint is working. I should not have even said that though, because now I've probably jinxed myself. Okay, let's see. Get everything we need. One more piece. Okay. So let's do our stamping first. Do I want to do that? Actually, no. I'm going to back up. I'm going to show you the dimensions for this. Oops, got a little slip there. Okay, so the card base, first of all, I always have to show you guys these dimensions. So if you were going to cut your own card bases, you have your piece of cardstock that measures 8.5 by 11. You're going to cut it in half at 5.5, okay? And then you're going to score it, you guys can see that, right? In half at 4.25 right there. And that's what makes the nice crisp fold on our card, okay? So let's see, I'll move those right there. Then the only other piece that needs measurements is the Designer Series paper. And this one measures 2 inches by 5.25 inches. So that's going to fit just inside there, okay? Now we can do our stamping, and then we'll do our die cutting. So I'm going to use my little Stamp and Pierce mat, because the bubble over stamp set is a photopolymer, so clear all the way through stamp set. And can you, here, this is a pretty good example. I haven't even stamped with this. No, I did. Yeah, I did make one. But anyway, you can barely even see, right? So we are going to stamp our bottle in our Lemon Lime Twist ink. Okay. All right, so I like to show you guys this. Oops. Okay, yep, that's in the view, right? Okay, so these photopolymer stamps are almost a little bit sticky when you haven't used them too much. Okay, so I'm just doing a nice easy tap, tap, tap. I'm hoping, because this is that solid image, I feel like there's a little hair on there. I don't have a cat either. It almost looked like a cat hair. Who knows what it was? Okay. So we're going to press straight down. And you know what? It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to cover up. That's pretty good though. Yeah. Okay. So there is our bottle. And then we're going to stamp our thank you and our Bermuda Bay ink. And you guys know this, right? That I've got Lemon Lime Twist cardstock that matches perfectly with our Lemon Lime Twist ink. And then Bermuda Bay cardstock that's going to match perfectly with my Bermuda Bay ink. And all of those colors were driven based off of the Designer Series paper and the colors in the Designer Series paper. Okay, so now I've got my thank you. I'm going to grab another little scrap of paper. So these are just scraps of paper that I had. There are no measurements. They just have to be big enough for you to put your stamp on there. And then my cute little thank you right there. Okay. Now we need to do some die cutting. So let me grab the Big Shot and move these things out of the way. I think I got enough room for it. Okay. Actually, I'm going to move these stamps and that paper too. Okay, we good? So let's see. We have a few things we need to die cut here. So I've got my magnetic platform. Let's see, that one looks flat. I always like to make sure it's as flat as possible. Okay, so there's our bottle, and then I've got just another piece of Bermuda Bay cardstock to cut that circle out that we need. Okay, so the bottles and bubbles framelits are what we're using here. Oops, and then actually, so these are all of them that we are not going to use today, and the one that we do need, I try to help myself out and I put right back here. Okay, but those are all the other, so you can see there are two different bottle sizes. One is a little bit bigger, and then a bunch of other tags and straws. So many cute little things there. Okay, so this one is going to go right on here, and my paper, or the magnetic platform is like pulling that. Okay, oops, I need to move that a tiny bit more. Okay, and then we have our layering circle framelits, and I think, yep, I did help myself out here. And I'm gonna die cut a circle right there. Put my other clear cutting pad right on top. Now we are cranking the handle. Sorry, it gets a little wiggly there. Okay, and let's see what we've got. Okay, so we've got our circle. Let's scoot those guys out of the way, and then we've got our bottle, so we're good with that one too. Okay, I'm going to move the Big Shot. We don't need him anymore. Okay. All right, I think we are ready to put things together. I feel like I've moved everything all over the place. I'm like, where? Oh, I know. Here, I need my little thank you. So the thank you, I'm using a 3/4 inch circle punch. So I have one of the oldies. I still haven't upgraded. They all work the same, so it's technically not retired, just the style of punch is. Okay, so we punch that little guy out there, and I think we are good to go. So let's see, I need my card base right here, and let's put our designer series paper on first. Okay, so I'm going to run some adhesive on the back of this guy. Okay, put this one right on there. And then I want to show you guys, I've shown you this before, but this is the Lemon Lime Twist. What is it? I think it's a mini striped, yep, mini striped ribbon. So this is part of the Tutti Frutti suite of product that's in the Occasions catalog. So I love to show you guys how to, can you see this bow? I love to make these bows. I call it kind of the breast cancer bow, and you're going to see why in just a sec. Because we take our ribbon and we flip it over kind of with that short working end like that. Then actually I do need to, this is one, I forgot about this. I do need to kind of, so you could just do this right here, like I'm doing, and tie it in a knot. But I never like how that looks when I do that. So I am going to cut a little bit extra off. Now let me back up and show you how to make that awesome bow. Okay, so I've got my short working end kind of over that left-hand side. Now I'm going to take that little tail and I'm going to put it through that loop right there, okay? I think it's easiest then to lay it right down on your card. Make sure that loop stays right there. And then you just wrap this around behind, okay? And then this tail, can you guys see that? Goes right through that little loop there, okay? So when you pull on this, it doesn't make it tighter at all. It's all this piece underneath here. Now I'm going to grab that little tail and I'm going to flip it around. And it makes, I think it's because you're not actually pulling the ribbon together, it makes a beautiful bow every single time. So it doesn't have that ugly knot on it, if you will. Okay. So then I'm just going to trim off my ends and I have a beautiful bow, right? Okay, let's see. Next we need our dimensionals, because I'm going to put some dimensionals. Oops, oh that's funny. I had some stamping on the back of that piece. Whoops, that was just a scrap that I had in my, oops, that didn't work. But can you see, like you can't even, that's how awesome our cardstock is, right? I have my stamping back there. I didn't even know that. And you don't, right? You can't even see it because that cardstock is so thick. Okay, so I'm just peeling the back off of the dimensionals. Okay, and we're gonna put this guy on maybe right about there, I'd say. Then we're gonna put some more. I love all these dimensionals, so I'm popping everything up on dimensional. So I'm gonna put a couple of these on the back of my bottle and another one on the back of my thank you. Okay, so again, I'm gonna pull these guys off my dimensionals. I'm gonna pop this guy right on about there, and then my thank you just goes right kind of in the middle, right about. I almost, you know what, because I've got that little teeny tiny there, I'm moving it, putting it in a little bit different spot. I think that looks good too. Then the last thing that we are going to do, so these are kind of a mess, but these are my Tutti Frutti sequins that I've been telling you about. So we got a package of these. As part of our fee, when we go to that convention that I mentioned, you get a bunch of product that you use in your make and takes. So, can you guys see all of the different, they stick together a little bit because I kind of shoved them in there, I think. Oops, I've got one floating. So I do want one of these kind of pale blue. So there are some pretty pink, orange, there's yellow, green, and kind of a pale blue. And I've got, so that's stuck on my finger right now. So I'm gonna put one sequin right there. And all you do, you just peel these right off. Make sure you get the glue dot behind there. That's probably the only trick, is to make sure, because sometimes if you don't peel them quite right, you don't get the glue dot and it stays on the sheet. But you can always put it back on and pick it up again. But there we go, that's it. So this is one of the cards that you will receive if you put in an online order. So, right, like, because this is a project that I demonstrated, okay? And then I'm gonna show you guys the next one too. Okay, so let me get these sequins out of the way. You have to be a little bit careful because if you dig underneath them, they tend to kind of go all over the place or get stuck to each other more so. Okay, so one more project. Isn't that awesome? These things we have had, when did I show you guys? I know I showed you a bunch of projects. Well, we did those make and takes, obviously. I just showed you those, but I know that there were a bunch of other swaps that I showed you that used. This has just been such a fun suite of products to play with during Sale-a-Bration this year. Okay, so let me get everything out of the way because I always get confused. I start looking at what I had out for the last project and think I need it for this next one I'm going to show you. Okay, so, right, I was telling you guys about the masculine Stamp-a-Stack class that I'm offering that featured that truly tailored stamp set. This is the class that is coming up on March 6th. It's a Tuesday, but I need RSVPs by Friday, February 23, okay? So it includes, well, if you wanted to pick that option, you could get the stamp set. Here is that punch that I was telling you about, the truly tailored punch. Okay, what else? Ooh, this is that awesome, I haven't even opened it up yet, but can you see? Let me see if I can get that. Oh, good. Yeah, look at, can you guys see this? The corduroy, the Native Navy corduroy ribbon. You definitely will get this ribbon with that class, okay? What else? Ooh, the buttons come with the class too. Can you see? Oh, I've got my one that I'm gonna use on my project. I'm gonna pull that out. But here are, can you guys see those? Let me get really close. So that's one style of button. And that's kind of a large. And then I've got a little bit smaller one. So they kind of have like a wood grain look to them. That's kind of a creme cake color. And then here's a little bit lighter, maybe a soft suede color, or a little bit darker, I guess I should say. So 3 different style of buttons. I think you probably get 24 buttons in there. And what else comes with that class? Oh, the designer series paper. And this, I'm gonna see if I can show you guys that too. Okay, so I have some of it I've cut up already because I needed it for this project that I'm gonna demonstrate. But here is the rest. I bet if I pull from right here, you guys will be able to see. Okay, so can you see that? Oh, Wendy says, I know I'm late. That's okay, Wendy. You can always like rewind later and watch from the end, but I'm glad you're here. So thank you for joining us. So here is another side of the paper. So front and back of all of the truly tailored kind of masculine designer series paper. I love that plaid. And then can you guys see that stripe? Kind of a stripe, I guess. It honestly almost looks like that game Frogger. Like it looks like road, like left and right side of the road. Can you guys see that? I don't know. I may have to get closer now because I think it's kind of funny, right? Isn't that cool? Okay, so that's one. And then there's the pretty plaid. Oh, some fun glasses. And then just another kind of manly. The navy, I think, is what makes it kind of manly, right? And then we use that paper on the project that I'm going to demonstrate in just a sec. And then these, it's funny, I thought they almost look like golf clubs at first, but they're pipes. With some mustaches too. Those are really cute. And then another kind of fun geometric pattern. Some of, is that houndstooth? I think it's a houndstooth print. And then more geometric pattern on the back. So just some awesome manly designer series paper that you would also get in that masculine Stamp-A-Stack class. All of the details for that class, if you go to my blog at gatheringinkspiration.com and click on events, it'll take you to the tab. Then when you look at the month of March, you'll be able to see all the info on that masculine Stamp-A-Stack class. So in the meantime, to kind of wet your whistle and get you excited about that, this is not a project that we would actually make because I'm demonstrating it today, but it kind of gives you an idea of one of the cards that we might do in that masculine Stamp-A-Stack class. We're going to make 12 cards in that class too. So you'll have lots of manly cards that you can use all year long. So I'm going to pull out my pieces and tell you dimensions because I've realized if I don't do it in the very beginning, I tend to kind of get going and not tell you guys about those things. So I'm going to do that first. Okay, let's get everything we need out here. All my pieces. I think that's it. All right, so for this one, it's the same idea with the card base. That started out with an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. Again, right? So along the 11-inch side, we cut it in half at 5.5 inches, and then we scored it in half along the 8.5-inch side in half at 4.25 inches. Okay, so there's our card base. Then these other pieces of designer series paper and cardstock. Let me tell you about the measurements for all of those. Okay, so this, uh-oh, that tickle's coming back. One sec. And my sip of water. Okay, so this piece of designer series paper measures 2 inches by 4 inches. And that's the one that goes right there, obviously. Then this teeny tiny little strip measures 4 inches by 1/2 inch. Okay. And then this other little guy measures 1 inch by 3 inches. Okay, and then the last piece of Night of Navy cardstock measures 3 inches by 4 inches. And then all of these pieces are part of that truly tailored designer series paper pack. Okay, and then this is just a scrap. You can see that one came right out of there. So we'll do our stamping on here and punch that one. Okay, so let's do, and this one actually has no die cutting because we used the punch and that's it. So I am going to use, can you guys see? This says to a classy kind of guy with that cute little comb on the top. Okay, so we're going to use our Tranquil Tide ink that you know this, right? This is Tranquil Tide, this color in here. And then that stripe is Night of Navy. This piece has a bunch of crumb cake kind of accents that match our crumb cake card base. And then there's the Night of Navy and Tranquil Tide, those little dots there too. So again, just check out your designer series paper and find the colors of cardstock and ink that you need to make it coordinating. It works wonderfully like every single time. Okay, let me actually put that down so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we've got our Tranquil Tide ink. It's going to open that guy up. And always, always the nice, easy tap, tap, tap. You see, I'm not using full body weight to ink this up. If you need to do that, it means you need to re-ink your ink pad. Okay, and then press straight down and lift straight up. Oh, it's upside down, but that's okay because we are going to punch it out. No big deal. All right, going to get the ink out of the way. So here's my truly tailored tag punch. And I'm just going to, oops, got something stuck on there. I'm just going to slip that in and I'm going to move it around till I get it where I want it. Just going to punch that guy out and we'll get rid of these things because we do not need those anymore. And I think, oh, I know, there's one more, that little dimensional back. I can't get it to move. Okay, I'm not gonna let it bother me. We need to punch this little 1-inch wide strip is gonna fit perfectly right in there. So I'm just gonna push that in till it won't go any further. Use the heel of my hand and it makes that awesome little banner punch there. Okay, now I think we are ready to put our card together. So I'm gonna use my snail adhesive on the back of this piece of Designer Series paper right here. And again, if you love this Designer Series paper and buttons, stamp set, punch, make sure you sign up for that Masculine Stamp-a-Stack class that is on Tuesday, March 6th. Okay, we're gonna add this piece of our Night of Navy cardstock. Maybe put him right about there. Then we're gonna put some adhesive on the back of this little strip right here. Okay. Oh no, I'm looking at my example. That one goes on after. We got to put this little banner on next. Okay. So let's do this. More of the little Frogger. Can you guys see that? Did you guys ever play that Frogger, that video game when you were younger? I wasn't as good as my friend Laura. She was really, really good at it. So I like to watch her as much as play it myself. Okay, so we're going to put that piece on and then we're going to put that little strip. I love just a little bit of all of those pieces of Designer Series paper and how well they work together. Now, I had already, so this is, do you guys see on here? Because I love these buttons, right? So I used one of the biggest buttons on this one. This is probably not a card that you could get away with mailing. Maybe you could hand cancel it. So take it into the post office and pay the extra 20 cents to have it hand canceled. This one may go through. But let's see. So I've got my button. Can you see that? And then I just have a little bit of this left, but this is my very vanilla baker's twine. So I just tied that, kind of looped it through and then tied it in the knot on the back. So I'm going to put some glue dots on the back of this guy and add him onto the card. Okay, so I've got my glue dots here and it's easiest, don't pick that up. Just touch this. I'm going to get 2 of them, kind of one on each side. So just put that right down on there and it'll pick the glue dot up. Okay. And I want it to go kind of straight. That looks pretty good, right? There. Okay. Yep. So there's my button. And then the last little bit that we need to do, where do my dimensionals go? They're right here. Do you guys know one day I was demonstrating a card and literally my dimensionals were like underneath the card itself, and if I had just moved it, I was so frustrated. I think I literally ran and got more more dimensionals, and they were like right, because that's how it always works. Every time you're at class and you're like, hey, do you have dimensionals? And they're always right in front of your face. Okay, so I'm peeling the back off of the dimensionals. And then we've got this one. Look at cute, 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 to a classy kind of guy. Perfect for your hairstylist, right? If he's a man. So yay. Okay, so make sure you check out that Masculine Stamp-a-Stack class. Make sure if you're so inclined to put an order in, just make sure you do it by this Wednesday at midnight. Put your $30 order in online. You can find all the links on gatheringinkspiration.com, right, to be able to shop online. Or if you just go to amysuzanne with a z.stampinup.net, you can shop. But I think it's easiest to just go right to the blog. Okay, so you are going to get this project. Can you guys see both of these? You're going to get both of these projects that I demonstrated today, right? Your name is going to go into, I knew there was something I forgot to show you guys. I'm going to show you in just a sec. So your name goes in the drawing to win the Epic Sale-a-Bration stamp set, right? And what else? If you put in, if you bump it up, I guess I should say, to $50 online order, you always get a free embellishment from me. Last month, was it last month? Yeah, actually last month, everyone got a bolt of the Whisper White organza ribbon. So I love to send good stuff with those $50 online orders. Plus, Stampin' Up! Is sweetening the deal even more with their Sale-a-Bration choice. And I knew I was forgetting. So this Epic Sale-a-Bration stamp set, I have to show you. This was a card. that I made the other day with it. I think I posted it on our group. I did a video on it, so I'm not going to go through lots of details, but can you see, obviously those cute little tennis shoes or sneakers, I stamped those, and then here's to an epic celebration was on the outside, and then I think I did more stamping on the inside too. Yep, here's the You're Awesome, and then with those little water splotches on there too. So check that, that's on the YouTube. My YouTube channel. So go to Gathering Inkspiration on the YouTube channel and you can see exactly how to make that card also. But your name's going to go in the drawing to win the Epic Celebration stamp set. Yay! So lots and lots of good stuff out there right now. And then too, don't forget if you comment or share, where did those things go? Did I? Oh yeah, I put them right in here. Okay, sorry. If you comment and share the video, then your name goes in the drawing to win the metallic enamel shapes. So lots of good stuff to give away as always. I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you were inspired today. I hope you're able to get out of your driveway or get into your driveway when you get home from work today. And say that little prayer that Lily feels better, that she is sleeping right now and that she wakes up and feels great and is good to dance tomorrow. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day, a great weekend, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye-bye.